I was awakened this morning with the sounds of sirens blaring. So I peeped outside and I see a fire coming from a neighbor's house from across the street.
A good way to start your morning.
And this reminds me of what happens every time this time of the year. Someone trying to get warm, being careless, sets their own house on fire. I don't know the cause of the fire, but usually it's because of carelessness. Sometimes people use these electric heaters and they have faulty plugs, or the cords are faulty. Or they'll have these 5 or 6 outlets, plugs, to whereas you're having too much electricity running through this one little plug. And it causes a spark and may cause a fire. Then sometimes people use their stoves for heat. And I notice a lot of times when people use them stoves as heat, they have every piece of clothing that they washed that night hanging over the stove.
No, boy, scared as hell back there.
But if they don't be careful, that's a potential fire, because I've seen it happen. People using gas heaters. They have it near the curtains, which is flammable. Sometimes they have the heater too close to the bed, to where the blankets or sheets will catch on fire. I remember this one incident a few years back where this lady was standing too close to the heater.
Good way to start your morning.
And the clothes that she had on was flammable. Burnt the lady to death, as well as the house. So I understand that people want to get warm, but you got to be careful with it, because fire is not nothing to be played with. Growing up in my grandmother's house, during the winter time, we never set fires at night. Before you go to bed, you turn the fires off. Give everyone blankets or whatever things that might need to help keep themselves warm, but there was no fires lit at night. And we never suffered from having a fire in the home. Never. Because a lot of people, I was glad that I was raised that way. So now today, I don't believe in having those fires on at night. Get you a blanket. But you have to be real careful during this time of the year, because not only in some cases will you destroy your own home, but your neighbor's home as well. Because a lot of these houses are stacked up right next to each other. So it's going to be impossible. By the time the fire department gets there, the other homes have already suffered from smoke or fire damage. So do not put yourself to that type of stress. I would advise people to
a good way to start your morning.
Stock up on you some blankets. Or at least get you an electric blanket. And to check all your outlets. If you have to replace them, they're old, replace them. Because only a certain amount of power can go through those plugs and outlets, and anything else will be an overload. With all the craziness that's been happening, why add to your woes? I'm really praying that my neighbors didn't suffer much damage. From the look of the fire, looks like they're going to need another house. But I'm just hoping that they had some type of insurance where they can recover. I don't know about the speedy part, especially this time of year where the holidays are upon us.
A good way to start the day, man.
A lot of people are going to be reluctant to work right now. So you may be out for a minute or two. But I'm just hoping that's not the case.
You know, homeboy scared as hell back
Oh, and
there.
before I forget, you have to be careful with smoking in bed. 'Cause I know a few people that have died from smoking in bed. So during these winter months, be safe and don't let your whole world go up in smoke.